everyone, and welcome to the University of South Florida. It's my absolute delight to have the opportunity to extend a warm USF welcome to Dr. Rajendra Pachauri, a 2007 Nobel Peace Prize recipient and chair of the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. We're especially honored to host Dr. Pachauri this morning on the heels of the IPCC report, which was released earlier this month. Our faculty, our students, and staff are incredibly fortunate to receive this morning a first-hand account of the report's timely findings directly from our distinguished guest. Here at USF, we deeply value and are committed to the environment and sustainability. The Patel College for Global Sustainability has contributed much toward advancing the University of South Florida's standing in the field, with the important work they do around the globe through their prestigious partnerships with UN Habitat, the World Bank Institute, the International Water Association, and the Global Water Partnership, to name just a few. The Patel College is also working hard to make a positive impact here in Florida, and it holds an executive board membership position on the Florida Climate Institute. The college, of course, is also doing an awful lot in our own backyard. Across the Tampa Bay community, with the development of its Communicating Science in Sustainable Communities initiative, and of course, right here on our campus. Through the leadership of USF's Office of Sustainability housed within the college, our campus continues to receive top marks from prestigious ranking organizations, thus making USF a leader among green campuses in the United States and throughout the world. Just this past week, USF was recognized as one of only 22 colleges to achieve the highest green ratings, earning a place on the Princeton Review's Green Honor Roll for 2014. USF students are also committed to greening USF's campus and reducing our carbon footprint through their contributions. And this was a decision made by the students, not imposed upon students, but a decision made by students to contribute each semester to the Student Green Energy Fund at the university. That fee assists USF in conserving energy, promoting renewable energy technologies, lowering greenhouse gas emissions, all through the nominal student green fee of just $1 per credit hour. So again, we are deeply honored to have Dr. Pachauri with us this morning, and to mark this wonderful occasion, it is my distinct pleasure to name him as the first USF Patel College Eminent Global Scholar in Sustainability, in recognition of his extraordinary accomplishments in advancing the science and understanding of climate change and international policy. Dr. Pachauri, if you would please come forward.
my honor as the Associate Dean of the Patel College of Global Sustainability to welcome Dr. Pachauri here. I will be very brief because we're all waiting to hear him. Dr. Pachauri is chair of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. This is the world's leading intergovernmental organization for the assessment of climate change. He directs and coordinates hundreds of scientists around the world collaborating on one of, if not the most important interdisciplinary project of our time. It will affect us all and our children and our future. As chair of the IPCC, Dr. Pachauri was the co-recipient of the 2007 Nobel Peace Prize on the IPCC's behalf, sharing that honor with former Vice President Al Gore. Dr. Pachauri is also head of the Energy and Resources Institute, an organization that conducts original research and provides knowledge about energy, the environment, forestry, biotechnology, and natural resources conservation to governments and institutions and corporations around the world. An economist and industrial engineer by training, Dr. Pachauri has been actively involved with energy and climate issues for nearly 40 years. He wrote his first book on energy in 1975 and co-edited his first book about climate change in 1992. He has participated in numerous international forums dealing with the subject of climate change and its policy dimensions, and has an extensive academic career addressing these issues. He has co-authored 130 papers and written or co-authored 27 books about energy and the environment. Dr. Pachauri earned a master's degree in industrial engineering and a PhD with co-majors in industrial engineering and economics from North Carolina State University. And in addition to the Nobel Prize, Dr. Pachauri has received a host of international awards, too long to mention here. He's held numerous academic positions and was the founding director of the Yale University Climate and Energy Institute from 2009 to 2012, following which he was appointed as the senior advisor to that institute. He also currently is professor in the practice of sustainable development at the Yale School of Forestry and Environmental Studies, honorary professor at the University of Eastern Finland, and chancellor of the TERI University. As we all know, global climate change is a challenge facing every country in the world. It threatens the well-being of all our natural and human community. The 3 recent IPCC working group reports published under Dr. Pachauri's leadership tell a compelling story about climate change, human activity, and the need for international policy. These and other findings of the reports provide a real exigency for the work we do here in the Patel College on the issues of sustainable water and energy development. So without further ado, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce Dr. Rajendra Pachauri, whose work inspires us all.
Thank you very much for that very generous introduction. I'm very grateful and deeply touched by being here, and may I say getting this recognition was a windfall. The last time I got anything from an official agency in Florida was years ago when I got a speeding ticket. so may I say this is a distinct step up in terms of my standing in the state of Florida. And thank you for making that happen, Provost Wilcox. It's a great privilege and something that I've cherished for a long time to come. Thank you very much. I have spent the morning talking to the faculty of the Patel College, and may I say I'm very impressed not only with the vision behind the establishment of the college, but the kinds of subjects that the faculty are working on. And I would say the students who are working in the college must feel deeply privileged, because you're not only getting very high level of education in terms of what you learn within campus, but also the exposure that you have around the world with all the research projects that are in hand is a distinct asset which I'm sure you'll get to value more and more as time goes on. I had a PowerPoint presentation, so my technical skills with anything to do with IT being as poor as they are, I need a little bit of help on how to get it going. going to give you briefly some of the major findings of the three working group reports that have been brought out recently by the IPCC. We're now working very hard to complete the synthesis report, which is essentially, as the name suggests, a synthesis of what's contained in the three working group reports, plus two special reports that we brought out about 3 years ago, less than 3 years ago. One dealing with extreme events and disasters, and the other dealing with renewable energy and climate change mitigation. So what we have in hand